Today I'll be sharing with you how I did this braid out, my very first braid out actually, and I used 3 products from Shea Beauty JA, one of which is a brand new release, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. My name is Izzy and welcome to the video. So if you couldn't guess before, this package was gifted to me and the packaging is always so cute. I love getting stuff from them. So I'm opening it up here for the very first time and I'm so excited. I'm going to be taking out the stuff that I had used before. So I had used their hair growth oil previously as well as their hair cream. These work really well together. But what we're really excited about is the Island Aloe and Passion leave-in. There's some really great oils in this, including of course passion fruit seed oil. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's a very liquidy consistency. It comes in a spray bottle. I'm used to thicker, creamier leave-ins, so wasn't really sure how I was gonna feel about this one, to be honest. Another thing that comes in the package is a description of the products, and on the back there is a cute little handwritten note. I'm a sucker for handwritten stuff and personalized packages. All right, let's get started. This package came to me at a very opportune time. I had my hair in 2 flat twists and a high puff for maybe a week, 5 days to a week, and I hadn't refreshed it, I hadn't detangled it. It was just sitting on top of my head looking very much dry and crusty. So I was very happy to have something to refresh my hair. This is the same parting from the previous flat twist that I had, so I'm just using a tail comb to clean it up because I'm gonna be redoing the flat twists in the front but doing something different with the back of my hair, the rest of my hair. So I'm going right in with the leave-in conditioner and just doing a few sprays throughout that section of hair. I'm gonna comb it through with my fingers first as I normally do, and then eventually I'm gonna be using a comb. This leave-in is supposed to be excellent for nourishing your hair as well as detangling, so we're gonna see how well that works. As you can tell, especially along the ends of my hair are very tangled because like I said, it's just been out for days and days and days. So I added a bit more of the leave-in and then it really did help to loosen up those tangles. So I worked my way from the ends of my hair all the way up to the roots, and then I put the comb aside and used a detangling brush, and this really helped to get out all of those smaller kinks and tangles. So after that first section was completely detangled, I completely forgot to record this somehow, but I then added the tropical mango shea hair cream, and I had used that as a styler on its own before. It gives a very light hold, but it makes my hair feel quite soft and just nourished. I like how it makes my hair feel, and in this case I was using it as a sealing agent on top of the leave-in conditioner. So I twisted my hair all the way down to the ends, and somewhere around this point I realized that my ends were feeling very dead and straggly, and eventually I ended up cutting off all of my ends. Well, not cutting, more like dusting, because I didn't really take off that much anyway. Both flat twists out of the way, I'm now gonna move on to the rest of my head. Honestly, I was dreading the detangling process, not gonna lie. And you can see from here that my ends were just holding on to each other for dear life, like they did not want to separate. So I was really taking my time to separate the ends first because I didn't want them tearing and breaking off unnecessarily. So I'm working in medium-ish size sections, and I'm starting off with the ends. I'm using a lot more of the spray on this section than I had originally started with because, like I said, I was dreading this part of the process and I really wanted to get it as lubricated as possible before I even started to put the comb to my hair. But when I did, the detangling process honestly was not that bad. You can see that my hair is definitely resisting and it knot up along the ends, but this is going through a lot smoother than I thought it would. So we're off to a very good start. Like I said, I'm used to a much thicker, creamier leave-in, so I wasn't sure if something as lightweight as this would have been great on my hair considering how tangled it was, but this really worked so well in terms of detangling my tangles, and I love that. So you can see this time where I'm applying the tropical mango shea hair cream right after the leave-in conditioner. I comb that through a few times to make sure everything is evenly distributed, and then I start braiding my hair, or plaiting my hair as I prefer to say. So the reason I've never done a braid out before is simply because I feel like it takes a whole lot longer than doing twists, and it's just can you tell that my fingers are just uncomfortable? Like I'm getting the plait right? It looks fine, but the process is so long for me, and then the space between my thumb and my index fingers were just, it was so much, there was so much pain. Like, how do people do this on a regular basis? I was also concerned that when I was ready to see right there, it was hurting me. Anyway, I was also concerned that when I was ready to take the hairstyle down, like get to the out section of the braid out, that it would be really, really frizzy. I didn't want that, but I was so excited about these products. I was like, okay, let me try something new. So I tried to do a braid out. I'm gonna be speeding through the rest of the braiding, plaiting process because it is very repetitive. But I want you guys to see how much hair I'm losing from this one section. Like, what is that? And this is a telltale sign that my hair hasn't been getting the best care. I have a whole lot of shedding and my ends are just like jumping ship. So I really had to clip my ends when I was finished. For anyone who's wondering about my undercut, she's still there. She's still struggling to grow. So we're just going to twist her up instead of doing plaits in the back because this is just a lot easier, especially since that section is so short. Once all of the braiding and twisting and everything is done, I'm going to be clipping the ends. Yes, these are actual hair scissors. I don't use paper scissors in my hair anymore. I used to, but I don't do it anymore. You see me? From dusting my ends and detangling the length of my hair, this is about 80% of the hair I lost today. So when that was done, I went in with a Herbal Hair Growth Oil and oiled my scalp. I put a pretty small amount throughout my scalp and then I just massage it in with my fingers for a few minutes. So we're gonna do a cute little transition into the future. I did my hair first on Sunday and today is Thursday. Usually I wait a few days to make sure my hair is completely dry and set. Not because I'm lazy. Okay, maybe it's because I'm lazy. But anyway, my hair had started to frizz up just a teeny tiny bit, which is completely natural for me. That's perfectly fine. But to help reduce some of the frizz or to prevent excess frizz, I coated my hands with some of the hair growth oil and then I use a tail comb to separate the very ends of my hair. First, it would have been so difficult to use my fingers to separate this section, so the tail comb really came in handy. And then I just gently separated all the way up to the roots. All right, so all of the braids are out, and for anybody who is curious, I did 8 braids. They're pretty much medium size to large for me. So this is what that is looking like, and I'm laughing because I'm realizing that the curl pattern you get from a braid out is not very different from the curl pattern you get from doing a twist out. And I've been avoiding braid outs my entire life, and here I am really liking the results. What I'm doing here is trying to get my ends a little more elongated, but mostly even because they look kind of choppy in the back. Now let's talk about the Island Aloe and Passion leave-in conditioner. It's very lightweight and I think it pairs quite well with the Tropical Mango Shea hair cream because that is a thicker product, so they kind of balance each other to me. I think this would be ideal as a refresher product because it is so light. So in a few days when I'm ready to re-moisturize my hair and maybe put some twist in, then that's definitely what I'm going to be using. So I think it's a good moisturizer based on how my hair looks and feels so far, and it does give a pretty light hold. I think if I had used a lot more of the product to kind of weigh my hair down a bit more, then it might give a stronger hold. But light to medium hold is not bad at all, and like I said, my hair does feel very nice, which honestly is the most important thing. Special thanks to She Beauty for providing these products, and thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. You will see me next time.